Hold on to your seats, folks. Tesla Giga Shanghai is gearing up to revolutionize the world of electric cars yet again. That's right, the company has taken a bold step by pausing part of its production lines to upgrade its factory in Shanghai in order to launch an updated version of the Model 3. Bloomberg sources have revealed that this move will help the company to modernize its factory, and it is expected to be at full capacity as soon as the upgrade is complete, which is set to happen by the end of February. Exciting times are ahead for Tesla and its fans. So, over the past months, electric vehicle advocates in the United States have been feverishly tracking the sightings of the company's Project Highland updates for the Model 3. That's the cheaper, updated Model 3. A report has now emerged suggesting that an updated version of the all-electric sedan, the Model 3, is coming to China. Tesla China produces Model 3 sedans and Model Y crossovers at Gigafactory Shanghai. The facility is Tesla's highest output factory today, and it currently produces vehicles that cater to both the international and domestic automotive markets. If Tesla is indeed preparing updates for the Model 3, implementing the upgrades in Gigafactory Shanghai makes really good sense. As part of a report from Bloomberg News, Tesla China will be halting some production at Gigafactory Shanghai, pausing the production until the end of February. The facility has two phases that are used for vehicle manufacturing, and with the upgrades in motion. Some workers in the first phase will reportedly not be allowed on production lines as soon as this Sunday. So exciting developments. If this happens, who knows what this Project Highland will look like. So, citing people reportedly familiar with the matter, the publication Bloomberg noted that the upgrades to Giga Shanghai's production lines had been rolled out in stages over the past 2 months. This allowed the facility to operate and produce vehicles as usual, even with improvements being implemented. With the upcoming shutdown, however, one could infer that the upgrades might be nearly complete. Now, but it remains to be seen if the upgrades to Tesla Gigafactory Shanghai would result in the facility producing Tesla's Project Highland Model 3 sedans. That being said, previous reports have suggested that Project Highland's rollout is expected for around Q3 2023. This suggests that actually the updates to the Model 3 from Giga Shanghai after these coming upgrades may be a half step towards the full Project Highland rollout. Now, as per previous reports, this Project Highland from Tesla would introduce a number of key changes to the Tesla Model 3. These repeatedly include a revamped infotainment system, as well as updates to the exterior and powertrain performance. The vehicle's manufacturing is reportedly upgraded as well, with the Project Highland units featuring far fewer components than previous iterations of the Tesla Model 3. Now, some people say Tesla's Project Highland is about a Model 3 refresh to reduce manufacturing costs, but won't translate into much MSRP price reduction to the buyer. It's not a cheap small car, in other words. I don't know. That cannot make an appearance before full chassis directing can be done, along with batteries are more available in volume at lower cost, neither of which are here yet. Elon Musk may make another Elon time statement and say they're working on it again, delivery to be determined. But that will just make people pause buying Model 3 cars, right? So it would not be smart on Elon's part if he does that. Elon is smarter than that. The world is undergoing a paradigm shift when it comes to the transportation industry. For decades, gasoline-powered vehicles were the standard mode of transportation, but in recent years, electric vehicles have become increasingly popular and going mainstream, if they're not yet. And one company that is leading this revolution is, of course, Tesla. However, electric vehicles have long been criticized for being expensive and not yet very practical for the average consumer. Tesla is trying to change that with its affordable models, and the company's efforts have the potential to change the future of car transportation, to change the future, the way we drive our cars, and to make things cleaner in terms of air. First, it is essential to understand why affordable electric vehicles are so crucial, and this Model 3 Highland is so crucial to come. The world is facing multiple environmental issues, including climate change and air pollution. One significant contributor to these problems is the transportation industry, which accounts for a significant portion of global greenhouse gas emissions. Electric vehicles have long been touted as a solution to these problems, as they emit zero emissions and run on electricity, which can be generated from renewable sources like solar and wind power. However, the high cost of electric vehicles has made it difficult for many people to switch from gasoline-powered cars. Tesla aims to change that by making electric vehicles affordable to the average consumer. I generally see the electric vehicle prices come down, and used Tesla prices have come down also. The company has already made strides in this direction with the release of its Model 3, which is significantly less expensive than its earlier models and less expensive, obviously, than the Model Y. However, there is still room for improvement, and this Project Highline updated Model 3 may help that. According to reports, Tesla is working on a new battery technology too that will further reduce the cost of its vehicles. This new technology will reportedly allow Tesla to produce a $25,000 electric car within the next several years, maybe next 2-3 years, or this Project Highland may be it. If Tesla can achieve this goal, it will be game changer for the transportation industry. A $25,000 electric car will be within reach of many more consumers than $50,000, and it will significantly reduce the environmental impact of transportation. However, the benefits of affordable electric vehicles extend beyond just the environment. The widespread adoption of electric vehicles can also have a significant impact on the economy. For one, it will reduce our dependence on foreign oil, which can be a significant economic and national security concern. Do you agree with that? By using domestically produced electricity to power our vehicles, our cars, we can reduce our reliance on oil imports and keep more of our money in the country. In addition, the production and maintenance of electric vehicles can create jobs in the manufacturing and service industries. This can help boost the economy and provide employment opportunities for many people. Like, for example, a couple of days ago, Tesla installed several chargers in Thailand. And it's in the mall area. While people are charging their cars, they can go to restaurants and shop. That creates more jobs. But perhaps the most significant benefit of affordable Tesla vehicles or electric vehicles is the potential to change the way we think about transportation. For decades, cars have been viewed as status symbol and luxury items reserved for the wealthy and the elite, especially if you have nice cars. But with affordable electric vehicles, this could change, and it's good. Electric vehicles can be practical and affordable, and they can help make transportation more accessible to everyone. They can also be a status symbol, but in a different way. Instead of being a symbol of wealth, they can be a symbol of environmental consciousness and responsibility. Isn't that nicer? Electric vehicles can appeal to a wider demographic than gasoline-powered cars if the price is coming down, especially Tesla Model 3 or the Model C, as they refer, as a cheaper model, can help here. They can be particularly appealing to younger generations who are more environmentally conscious and more open to new technologies, according to some people, but I don't know, I cannot confirm that. In addition, electric vehicles can be apparently appeal to urban dwellers who do not have access to private parking and rely on public charging stations. Electric vehicles can provide a practical and affordable transportation options for these individuals, especially if they can charge their cars at home using solar powers. And here comes Tesla's cheaper cars. Giga Shanghai is stopping in order to produce these cars. So finally, affordable electric vehicles can help reduce traffic congestions and improve air quality in urban areas. Electric vehicles are much quieter than gasoline-powered cars, and they do not emit pollutants that contribute to air pollution. By encouraging more people to switch to electric vehicles, we can make our cities cleaner and more livable. Although I have to say that electric vehicles are heavier, and that creates more dust in the roads if the vehicle is heavy. But that's not a big deal, right? Especially if you're not emitting, your emissions are zero. And I mean, I'm talking about like real time when you drive, not when the batteries are produced, because battery production can be not environmentally friendly always. All right, friends, so exciting news. Giga Shanghai is stopping in order partly in order to apparently prepare way for the refreshed Model 3 production. Please subscribe to this channel because I'm going to report on that as soon as more news is available. This is Armen Harayan. Give us thumbs up, please, if you like this video, share in social media, and look forward to your comments. God bless you. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon in our next report.